Good morning, it's AniKaspar. It's 10:42 a.m. on 5/18/2017. And just as I suspected when I saw Sarasota County or Sarasota City, I filmed it, I didn't go up closely enough, but attaching something or fixing something to the pole next to my house yesterday, of course, because I'm so onto these. I knew that the directed energy weapon would be worse, and it was. Of course it was. And now I'm utterly exhausted. Um, but uh, there are very good things happening, and there are a few places that I am very sure targets would be safe in. Now, I would have to say that if I don't know, I probably have one of the worst programs on the planet. I mean, they just totaled my life every which way. I mean, very intricately and very fully and very thoroughly for 20 years. So I would imagine that I'd have to be one of the worst targeted on the planet. I suppose because I'm able to actually stand up to these, whatever they are, because they're so out of line in terms of law, period, end of story. But if I'm thinking, and I'm doing a lot of research on these places, and I have to see this is definitely cancer already. I mean, it's just amazing what's happened to my body. I can't even tell you. And I'm doing everything that I can, but the one supplement I need to take that every TI should be taking costs $250 a month to take. But it's worth it and completely chelates out all of the radiation and reminds your DNA of exactly where it's supposed to be. So it's not that much when you think about it, but it's too much when criminals who are completely insane have destroyed your businesses, destroyed your careers, stolen your Social Security, disability monies, completely undermined every business effort that you make. And try to channel you into only areas of income that are perpetrative in nature. So I'm still looking for someone to do a fundraiser for me because it's so much easier for someone. They've been at it all morning. I mean, they're just so disgusting, so disgusting. Chronic waste of dollars from what? Lunatics who have no other understanding of how to make money. Oh, that's disgusting. And that's the American economy. It decided to be, I guess, a defense, surveillance, war, and torture economy. I don't know what, 70 years ago, and it's right on target. I mean, ugh. But back to this. I really do need someone to do the fundraiser and also to work with me on setting up a website for my artwork because I have some really great ideas, but I need someone to work with me on it for a wide variety of reasons. And also because it's so much easier to get something like this done with someone who's objective to you and what your efforts are and what your goals and focus are. Because it's always easier, So I know several of you have, been very, very helpful, and I thank you so much forever because I would not have made it without you. You can see my windows are all like completely, you can't imagine. And it didn't even work because they're coming, they loop into the electricity system, and I have to leave the air conditioner on. So whatever they put up on the pole loop them right through the air conditioner. I mean, they're just, oh, the most disgusting life forms ever. Ugh. I didn't even think they're really life forms. They can't be. Entities like this are not life forms. They're not life forms in my in my definition, at least. So anyone who would like to help, it's not a big cosmic thing. It's a pretty easy thing, and I really want to focus on a fundraiser to start a sanctuary community for TIs. And I have a few places chosen that I know would be perfect. And I'm about 90% sure that we would get political refuge there. That's where I had left off. Now, of course, if the big bad guns want to follow us there because they're such lunatics that they have nothing better to do with their time, they will. But in these places, I don't think so, because I think that if our efforts are focused on simply being really contributing members to the country and on supporting human rights across the board and not focusing in so much on this illegal listing, 21st century, Zirzetsung program, I think I think we'll have respite. I do. I mean, I know I had gotten my program down about 90% before I came forward. I came forward because they stole my disability. They owed me $250,000. I cannot begin, and I have all of the evidence, begin to share with you the outrageous fraud that I have had perpetrated against me by these. Sophie, honey, please, why? She's just like, by these creatures. Sophie, stop. What? She wants to come in. Bear with me for a moment. Now, having said that, of course, there are no assurances, but I'm not staying anywhere near a country that appears to be, very committed to the torture, maiming, mutilation, and murder of innocent citizens. I'm sorry. I know many of you have spoken to me and said, well, if you go anywhere, it's not true. There are many places on the planet I have gone in this past 20 years that I saw zero targeting. The only targeting I have seen is in the United States of America and in Puerto Rico. It's not true. And that I would imagine that these people don't come from traveling background. They don't have the experience. And some of you who have had it, I'm sorry to say you're in very serious MK Ultra things, which I don't know what that is. It's like it captures an entire DNA line. It's bizarre stuff, and that may be part of what happened to me with my granddad. But I was an MK Ultra. I stood up for my human, civil, and constitutional rights and for all women's, and I guess that's really not acceptable in this world. So anyway, thank you everyone for the support that you have been giving. I can't tell you how much it means to me because I don't have family, and going through something like this is just impossible. And I did this, I came forward for everyone, and I had the right strategy, and that's why they're hitting me so hard, because they know I know exactly what I'm doing. But they are who they are. It is what it is, and I have a finite body here, so I have to really take good care. So I need someone to work with me on setting up the fundraiser. I'm going to probably set up the Wix website pretty quickly, because I think that'll be easy enough to do. And those of you who would like to be in a sanctuary community in countries committed to a much greater level of equality and fairness and happiness, I welcome you. I think we should start with about 4 of us, because I think with 4 of us, we will be able to support each other very well. And then as obviously we solidify and we are able to understand better the lay of the land within the country and how we might be able to establish a sanctuary community, I think that would be fantastic stuff. My goal there is also to basically establish a sanctuary kind of healing center, not only for those of us subjected to the 21st century Zirzetsung, but for anyone who is committed to wholeness and wellness and joy and happiness and health, and actually making the planet a much more beautiful and wonderful place to reside in than it has become, particularly in the past 100 years. I may be reached at AniKaspar, Kaspar, at gmail.com, or at 941-356-8007. And please know if I don't get back to you right away, it's because I'm so exhausted. Like, for example, today I really need to take the day and just rest, because it's been, it's over, it's like 6 weeks since it started, and I'm pretty exhausted. Oh, I've discovered some really great things to do that help dramatically. So I'd be more than happy to share what I would call a, kind of a quick, easy, inexpensive healing protocol for particularly folks situated as myself right now, because it really does work. And I think the combination of what I've put together is pretty powerful. Because I have to tell you, I wouldn't be here. My EMF monitors, last night it was 1100 again. And that's with all my circuitry down. That's with the smart meter off. That's with, like, Sorry about this with Sophie. Oh, you didn't. Oh, that's with, you know, the windows basically boarded up, you know, with all I can do. So, but I'm pretty sure there was something placed on the pole. More criminals, more and more and more criminals. Welcome to the Fourth Reich. Blessings this day. Thank you again.